All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, I want to talk about uh, a trade I took today. I posted about it on X before I ever took the trade, and it was on US 2000. And I wanted to post about this before it came about, and I wanted it to represent the intuition that a trader can have ahead of time when some potential trade starts to present itself. These type of trades do not always play out. This trade may not play out any more than it has. It may continue. There are mathematical levels that say it can go higher. There are levels that say it can go higher than the levels I even posted on X about. I actually responded to a post that Peter Brandt had posted about money management. He is a very great trader. He is very knowledgeable. I would suggest you guys go check him out as well. He's very, very knowledgeable, and so I commented on his post prior to this trade even coming about. One, because that would timestamp it, and two, because it would show either one, I'm a complete idiot, or two, I know the mathematical levels and how it can work and how to look for them before they ever come about. And I don't know how long before the trade started. I didn't pay attention to that part, but I did call the levels before I even got down to the levels, before any trade ever happened, for very particular reasons, and I'm going to walk you guys through why I did that. So you've got to be very careful doing these types of trades. What happens is you got to understand you're kind of essentially from like here down to here, you're basically in a box. So if you trade in the center, anywhere in the middle here, any of this is sort of dangerous territory, and you better know what you're doing, or you're gonna get caught, and you're gonna lose a lot of money, if not everything, if you throw the whole farm at it. Do not ever do that. You need to make sure that you practice money management skills. That is not a joke. It is very serious. There is a very clear reason as to why you would do that. I used them today, and also explained my way through my trade and my exit of most of the position. I'm not going to be showing anything about profits. It's not the point about the profits. It's the point about winning the trade. If you trade $50, it's the same as trading 50,000. The profit doesn't matter. Did you win the trade or did you lose the trade? That's what matters. So we're going to walk through that. Not really going to talk too much about this, as the channel's new. I've got several things I'm trying to get taken care of, and it does take some time to get some stuff up for everybody to view. So we're on the weekly time frame. This was our previous week. This one is our current week. If we take that and we break that down, we just view that, we are in the new week. We are Wednesday, and this was the previous week. And so what happened is a fractal level came in, it played out, and I traded off of that information today here. So what is a fractal level? A fractal level is at any point when something basically becomes more than two. So basically three parts are fractal, because it starts to triangulate, and we'll get into that stuff later, but it does kind of help you understand a little bit, to understand that a move can happen after three parts of something have been completed, because if it is to triangulate, it's basically making a whole part with the three parts. If you take the bottom part of a triangle and add two other angles, that right there gives you your triangle, right? So if you take Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, those are sort of 3 days. Sometimes Wednesday can come back for Monday, and it can do it off of the levels. It may come back in Thursday. There's other ways to look at it, which we'll get into later on at another time. Right now we're going to focus on the fact that this right here was a fractal level, and basically that there comes over to here very nicely. It's ironic that in the closing of the third bar of last week comes over here and is an important level in the third day of this week. Why is that? Well, because the market's fractal, and threes respond to threes. The numbers respond to like kinds of numbers. You guys will start to see that and understand more of that as you start trading. Basically, this week, whoops, that's not what I was trying to do there. I was trying to drop it like this. That is the high of the week. That is the opening point, high and low box of the week. In the first day, we have a closing level here. It came up under closing level and dumped in the third day. So in this aspect, where you will just show you this, it's just a triangle. You know what I mean? Basically, if this was a starting point and it went up 1 bar, 2 bars, and in the third part came all the way back down to the start of the first bar, that right there is a triangulation. Basically, that is the best way for me to explain that quickly. 3 parts. You have 3 parts. You have the bottom where it started, the bottom price it started at. It went at an angle, basically, you know, the price jumping all around. It went up to this point, put in the high, put in the close, failed that, and dumped all the way back down. This is a fractal. This is a fractal movement. It also landed on top of the level over here. That would be fractal, the fractal close. So when today closes, the level will be an important level for the rest of this week and potentially into the next week. It's not really hard to figure out how things can happen. Markets move in very particular ways. They move in Fibonacci sequences. They move in fractal sequences. They move in, they use these type of sequences off of many different levels and time frames. And you can also use the Fibonacci levels, sequences like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 bars. So 3, 5, and then 6, 7, 8. 3, 5, 8. So we know that this has a potential of trading at that point. We can see that in this example right here that it did triangulate and come back. That right there is not what happened back here. It came up and it basically triangulated into this point and then rejected it. It's okay. No big deal. It happens. So it's just what it is. You know, it's not a big deal. Sometimes they don't. And what does it do? It gives us a move. 5 bars are fractal. This is 1 day is not fractal. 2 days are not fractal. The 3 parts make it fractal. And so as the week develops out through these days, we have to have another portion of what would be fractal if we want the potential of another move. And that means you have to go to the next sequence of bars up that could be fractal. 2 days, 4 days, 6 days. So that is 1, 2, 3 2-bar days, or 2-day bars, I mean. And then here in the 4th one, we have a potential reaction. So we could potentially be seeing something that does like this. So my trade could fail. It's not a problem if it does. I've already won. If the runner fails, it's quite all right. It doesn't bother me any. If it keeps going, great. We could have a greater pullback down in here and then potentially go higher up to the levels. That may very well be. Sometimes the markets don't do exactly what they look like they're going to when you want them to, and that's fine. You need to manage your time and learn how to manage yourself. But I hope that helps you understand that these are 2 different types of weeks. We came in from a low, sort of came into an SFP here, and, you know, kind of went up, and we have a green week here, Sometimes the green weeks are fake. We have a previous week's high here that helped in what was going on, and that was also in the third day. So the third day, the fractal high and the fractal close helped us today in our fractal day from the high back to the fractal close. 3 levels on the 3 day. This happens sometimes it does not. It's just a really clean trade. I liked it. I thought it was great. This here is my pretty much my closing level of the previous week, and so that's what we could be having some disruption. It could come from this point and dump down. However, I have run some very interesting math that says it can come upwards into here. We will see what happens. It's not a big deal, but if it does get this high, that's pretty cool to me. We'll just do it about right there. Yeah, I think it was around 2079 is the price I said something about, whatever, something like that. So yeah, so basically that's it. That's how it is. And what did I do? I entered off the low, went up to the high. As far as the day, if this thing will load, there we go. I said that I would be taking the levels that I took, and they were, I labeled them as 35. I don't know where it is over here. I'm just speeding through this. Oh, okay. I said that I would be looking at this level, and that I would be looking at essentially, I just named prices. I didn't say the level, but that were my things that I were, my levels that I was actually planning on looking at and wanting to trade. This was the reactionary level I was looking for. If we went through, we would most certainly bounce off these levels because basically math said so. I did a lot of mathematical things that tells me how to do this stuff, and I think somewhere, I don't know, might have been off in here or something. I don't know what time it was that I said that trade could happen. But then I shorted it down into it, and then I longed. I didn't long it here. I longed off in here when we broke back above this level, and then it just bounced right off the level. It didn't bounce right off of it. It went. If you look at 935 down to 930, it basically went down to 932. So that's 60% between the prices roughly, and then it bounced. So this is the type of stuff I'm going to be aiming to help you guys understand why these levels right here would even be on your radar, and then why this level would even be on your radar, why this level that I'm about to delete here would even be on your radar, because that's the low of the third day fractal. And then we come into it on the fourth day, and we did not stay below. We claimed them and went back up, setting up for the next. It did not reverse on 3. This is a good point. The market can reverse on 3. It can then potentially reverse on 5, or it can reverse on 8. So that's just how it is. This is when this fractal closed, when the bar 5 fractal closed, this first day is the new day of the new 5-bar fractal that's going to be made. It's the first day of the very first 3-day fractal in the week that is going to be made. So this is where mathematical boundaries lie. This is why it rejects, and this is why you would try to trade them. If you get a high like this, it doesn't always work. If you get a low, it could have done it to the low. For the perspective of what the new levels are, that right there is it. This is one of the levels I picked, pretty much because it's the high of the opening of the week, which is going to be fractal on the third day, and then when the 5th day closes, that's a fractal. So third part, boom, it went all the way back. 1 part, 2 parts, 1, 2, 3. That's how it's done. And yeah, it's not really that big of a deal. There are other ways to trade. There are larger ways to trade, and we can get some very, very specific levels as to why it did it. Now, what time did this trade take off? Well, in the third hour of a 3-hour bar. So that right there is another thing we'll discuss as to why that 3-hour bar in that third hour. We will get to all that. And we'll see if we can get you guys understanding why I would have done something like this and completely took the chance on looking like an idiot in front of the entire world that looks at trading, or I could have, come out looking pretty decent out of it. So if I don't know how to explain it, then it looks like luck. If I know how to explain it, then it looks like I know what I'm talking about. So, because I do know what I'm talking about, and if a trader doesn't know what they're talking about, there's no way that they would have ever been able to make that call before it ever came, and they wouldn't have been having enough reason to go on one of the largest traders in the world's X account and talk about it for the entire world to see. So it's either I'm an idiot or I know how to run math, and I'm certainly not an idiot. So we are going to show you what kind of math nerd I am as we go. We'll see. Thanks, guys. Have a good day. We're going to see what we can't do about getting you some new videos up soon. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.